All right, everyone. Thank you again for coming by. If this is your first time here, go ahead and please hit that subscribe button or leave a comment. I always answer the comments when you leave them. In this video, everyone wants to know what is the stock to buy. So this is one of my favorites, and this stock here, you have at least one product that they manufacture, or there is at least one person that you know that has their product. They're currently the number one, I guess, leader you can say in phones in the U.S. And that stock is Apple. So I believe Apple is a stock to own and to never sell. And let me show you why. So um, as you can see, Apple is the most valuable company in the world right now, and is currently sitting at $2.48 trillion, more valuable than anything else as far as market cap is concerned. And the one of the good thing is they offer a dividend, as you can see here, a 0.92 um, per share. You're gonna get a quarter, and the stock is at currently 154 48 cents, which isn't that bad. 155 if you count after hours, but which isn't that bad. So if we look at the chart here from Apple, so we're gonna look at the maximum. And then the last 5 years. So as you can see here, is basically uptrend. There are some, of course, valleys, some downtrends, but for the most part, Apple has continued to go up, and they have the smartwatch on lock, right? So there's no best-selling smartwatch out there other than the Apple Watch. So that is one. So let's go look at another reason. And current news is that they plan on raising the prices in the App Store. So currently, they announced today, Monday, that they're going to raise the prices in the App Store in Japan, South Korea, and many other countries in Europe. So I don't know when that's going to take place in the US yet, or if they plan to do it in the US, but Apple is a stock to own and not to sell. And not only that, because they do offer you dividends. And I forgot to look at the PE. Their PE is at 25, which is honestly is not bad at all. So if you're looking for a stock to buy, my recommendation, of course, you don't have to take my advice, do your own research. And this video is only for entertainment purposes. This is what I would do. So I'm not telling you exactly verbatimly, this is what you have to do. But let's go back to this one here. Top analysts, of course, they're saying that Apple is stock. Certainly, this is the stock to buy. Apple, of course, needs no introduction. It is the iPhone maker, has been beating all odds and raging ahead with compelling product launches. And of course, on September 7th, that's when they did their fall event, which they introduced the iPhone 14, which honestly, it didn't change much. And of course, they introduced also Apple Watch. I believe it's Apple Watch Ultra, which is meant for the outdoors and for those that participate. And it's a little bit more rugged than the average Apple Watch. But that was the only thing that they introduced that was noteworthy. But as you can see here, not only I think that they are, but Apple has been gaining ground, and Apple has continued to show that its dominance not only in the U.S. but of course worldwide as well. However, if we're going to look at it, Samsung worldwide is the market leader in phone sales, but in the U.S., Apple is the market leader, and I think they have 50 to 55% market share in the U.S. at the time of this recording. So that is another reason. So now let's go back to the iPhone sales. As you can see here, the market share for the US, that it's over here 55. This is Apple, Samsung. So let's look at this numbers here. Q1, Apple was at 55, and Q2 2022, it went down slightly to 48%, whereas Samsung went up as well. So I believe part of that reason is because a lot of people, it's like they're saying Apple is not innovative anymore, and I honestly agree. However, with the services, they're still making money and they're still beating on the top or bottom. So yes, their market share might be slowing down because of their lack of innovation and the lack of enthusiasm from other people, and people are keeping their phones longer, but they're also making up for it in the services. Now, we like to say the world's best investor or greatest investor, Warren Buffett, so has about, I believe, $600 million worth of Apple shares. So, and of course, this is as of May, but I believe Apple is his biggest holder in his portfolio. So therefore, and mainly because Apple continues to provide dividends to its shareholders. So there's, if the world's best investor Warren Buffett would buy $600 million worth of Apple shares, and he says here he would buy some more if the stock didn't rebound. So he's honestly waiting for a time that Apple goes down in order for him to buy more. So like I said, this is what I would do. So just keep in mind that Apple is definitely a stock. It's not going anywhere. It's one of those stocks that people say is just too big to fail, right? So even though Apple has gone up and down, but it has split so many times throughout the years. Sometimes a 3 for 1, sometimes a 1 for 5, and all that stuff, but the stock continues to go up. And the CEO, which was handpicked by Steve Jobs himself, he knows that Tim Cook is not an innovative person, but um, Steve Jobs knew that Tim Cook was definitely a person that knows how to make money. And Tim Cook has proven that over and over. So design is not his strong suit, but making money is, and which will continue to keep the company afloat. So let's go back to another article I saw, 6 reasons to buy Apple and to never sell. Like I said, this is one of my favorite stocks to own simply because everyone has an Apple product or they know someone that has an Apple product. So with 300 plus million people in the US alone, and think about that, more half as of Q2 on Apple's market share. So worldwide, Apple is definitely, if you go around the world, is definitely something that other people have. So let's look at some of the reasons that Motley Fool believe that Apple is the best stock to own and to never sell. So like I was saying earlier, it's number one, Warren Buffett's largest holder. And like I said, $600 million is Warren Buffett that they have in Apple shares. So let's look at number two, a billion iPhones strong and growing. Even though their lack of innovation is not yet there and has diminished over the years, they still continue to, because of security, I believe, and because of the strong ecosystem, Apple continues to sell iPhones. And I honestly currently have a Samsung, which I like. However, I'm thinking about switching back to the Apple iPhone just to go back to the Apple because I just like the smartwatch, even though I still have my Apple smartwatch. Of course, Apple is the new black. And I'm assuming here with other iPhones get all the press. Apple's wearables, home products, and accessories segment, which includes such products as Apple Watch, iPods, AirTags, and Beats headphones. This is all that they have. These things will continue to grow. Earlier this year, Nordic Analyst Source announced the Apple wearable is now the size of a Fortune 100 business. So basically, not only the wearables are gaining, but also services as well is bringing in a lot of money. So let's look at services. You can see number four, Apple's second biggest breadwinner. And of course, these things here, I believe that they will continue to grow up. They will continue to add to the bottom line of Apple as the years go by and as they become innovative more in the services and as they get more um, um, with designing new services for other people to use. So now the number 5, which is my best one, I believe, dividends, or the gift that keeps on giving. And this reason here, number 5, the dividend part, is why I believe Warren Buffett um, buy Apple and hold Apple so much, because of the dividends, right? So it looks here that every year that it has grown, and so therefore now that is the best stock. So like I said, if you're going to get investing advice or follow the track record of a great investor, Warren Buffett is definitely one of them, especially with him holding Apple stocks for that long, and him having that much money in the Apple stock. Fewer shares equal a bigger slice of the apple pie. Another highlight of Apple's shareholder-friendly policy is that company's share repurposing program, which is always great whenever a company buys the shares back. It believes in its company, believes in the bottom line of its own company, and therefore, which is great. As you can see here, fewer shares equals a bigger slice of the apple pie. And I think that was it. So thank you again for watching. I said, if you are not following yet, or if you have not pressed the like button or subscribe button, go ahead and press it. I thank you for watching. Take it easy. Peace.